Hello YouTube, FilmBuff06 here, and I was tagged by my old friend and fellow YouTuber Steph Felton to do this special TMI Tag video. TMI, by the way, standing for too much information. Anyway, this tag consists of 41 questions, which especially the way that I talk, I don't think I could risk being able to do in one video personally. So what I'm going to do is something that I haven't really done before on the channel. And it's that like what Steph did, I am going to split my TMI tag video into two parts. So hopefully this turns out okay. Hopefully the end of this part of the video won't feel too anticlimactic. So without any further ado, let's start this first part of the special TMI tag video, shall we? Question number 1. Have you ever been in love? Oh yes. Quite a few times actually. I have actually, recently I've kind of set my eyes on a Spanish girl. I'm not giving away any names, but I do have my eyes set on a certain Spanish girl. And have I ever been in love? Yes, I have fancied some really very beautiful, very pretty girls in the past. So yeah. So yeah. Yes, I have been in love. Been in love more than 2 or 3 times. Anyways, question number 2. Have you ever had a terrible breakup? Not really, no. Nothing quite that horrible, but even if I did have like a terrible breakup, like if I went like at the end of a relationship that I've just had with someone, it's always been pretty mutual. So very much pretty mutual, pretty kind of friendly, really. So yeah. Ahem. Question number 3. What am I wearing? What are you wearing at the moment? Well, as you can see, I'm wearing blue pajamas with a navy blue pattern. Underneath is like a grey thermal vest. You know, just to keep me all nice and warm during this winter season, and especially since it's coming up to the Christmas season, the start of the Christmas season in just a few days' time. And also some socks, some red, black, and yellow socks. So, yeah. Question number 4. How tall are you? You'd have to forgive me because this is kind of personally a really, really tough question for me to answer, because I haven't actually quite figured that out. I think I'm almost half as tall as Sir Christopher Lee. I mean, I'm not bothered to stand up just now, but I think I could be 5'4", 6 foot. Yeah, it's kind of really, really hard for me to. My height is. I haven't really figured out what my real height is. You know, likewise with the doctor, who doesn't seem to remember how old he really is. So, yeah. Question number 5. Have you ever had a drink? Well, if you mean beer or lager, cider, or wine, or any other alcoholic beverages, I do remember when I was young, having a little taste of French wine, but this was just for a French class anyway, so that was harmless, so that doesn't really count. But that doesn't really count as anything much. But have I ever had any alcoholic beverages? Long story short, never. I'm quite proud to admit that I am a total teetotaler, and that the only drinks that I do drink are really some of the soft drinks, you know, apple, blackcurrant, apple and blackcurrant, orange squash, apple juice, and I also milk, and I kind of like a nice little cup of tea every once in a while as well. So, yeah. Question number 6 is, do you have any favourite TV shows? yes, yes, this is right up my street. Doctor Who and Sherlock, obviously, or also some other shows I can name off the top of my head at the moment. Batman the Animated Series, Spider-Man the Animated Series, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, Broadchurch. By the way, I've still to catch up with the likes of Gotham, Daredevil, and especially Jessica Jones on Netflix. Because I haven't quite caught up with those shows yet, but I am hoping to, seriously hoping to. Also, some quiz show classics such as Mastermind, The Chase, Tipping Point. To be quite honest, I'm not really that keen on University Challenge as much. I don't really know why, but I kind of drifted from that, really. I used to also The Apprentice, Faulty Towers, One Foot in the Grave, Only Fools and Horses. I used to really like Waterloo Road. Its last few series, not as much, but apart from its first six series were quite brilliant. So also used to really like The Office, Mr. Bean, Ant and Dec Saturday Night. Also really like Ant and Dec Saturday Night Takeaway, Family Guy, American Dad, The Simpsons. Of the British soaps, Hollyoaks has sort of become a sort of guilty pleasure of mine. Because I've watched it for the past almost the past 3 years. So, but I guess that's more out of habit, really, especially given how much crap it is now. Pretty much crap it is now. And also a childhood love of the Teletubbies, especially evidenced by my live reactions to the new series that I've done recently. And really the list goes on. So, yeah. Question number 7 is also right up my street. do you have any favourite films? Yes. To name a few, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, all three of them, the Dark Knight, the Toy Story trilogy, Jaws, Jurassic Park, the first one, the 1950, the horror of, Dracula 1958, also, the first two Godfather movies, Back to the Future, The Lion King, the original Star Wars trilogy, obviously, especially Empire Strikes Back, Avengers Assemble, the Harry Potter film series, some of the James Bond movies as well, especially my top 3 Bond movies, top 4 actually, being consisting of, in no particular order, GoldenEye, Goldfinger, Casino Royale, and Skyfall. That's kind of really it, really. That's kind of a few favourite movies I can mention off the top of my head, because really the list is endless, but the list is endless, and if I did go on to list what all of my favourite films really are, we could be here all night. So that's that. Question number 8. Do you have any favourite singers or groups? As for groups, I really like the Beatles, Take That, JLS, that's kind of really it on that front. Oh, and the Monkees as well, so yeah. And as for singers, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, Robbie Williams, Adele especially, Ollie Murs, Ronan Park, from Britain's Got Talent, forgot another one of my favourite groups, ABBA as well, so, yeah. Yeah, had to add that group in there. For singers, David Bowie. That's kind of really Paul McCartney, John Lennon. That's kind of it, really. So that's kind of really a few singers I can name off the top of my head. Oh, last one, Don McLean. It's Don McLean. So yeah. Question number 9. Is there something or someone that you miss most of all? Oh yes. I miss some of my school friends, some of my college friends who have just moved on to do other things. And I also especially miss my two granddads who died early last year, and also my great uncle Ronnie, who passed away, who also passed on early this summer. So early in the summer, So yeah. Question number 10. Do you have a favourite song? Yes, if there is one song that I remember very, very fondly from when I was younger, it has to be American Pie by Don McLean. I just don't really know what it is about it. It's just, it probably has to do with how nostalgic it makes me feel every time I listen to and even sing along to that song. So, yeah. Question number 11. How old are you? 23, obviously. Question number 12. What is your zodiac sign? I've got it is Gemini. Yes, I've got the twins. Yep, once again, I am a Gemini. Yes. Anyways, question number 13. This is kind of a really, really interesting question. What are the qualities that you are most looking for in a potential partner? Well, I'm looking for someone who is honest, who is very, very honest, very, very good looking, very kind, caring, intelligent, someone who isn't afraid to speak their mind, someone who likes who loves movies as much as I do. Someone with very, very strong opinions, and somebody who would be really, really nice, to talk to, who would be a really, really nice person to talk to on a consistent and regular basis. So, question number 14. Do you have a favourite quote? Yes, I do. If there is one quote that sticks out for me, it has to be this one from Walt Disney, Uncle Walt himself, when he said, Uncle Walt, which says, "I don't make pictures just to make money. I make money to make more pictures. I'd rather entertain and hope that people learn than teach and hope that people are entertained." I kind of really, really like that quote because it's sort of really become... because it's kind of really become my mantra, really, for how I want to for how I would want to work as a bona fide filmmaker in the conceit of producing movies in the conceit of the fact of the movies, some of the movies that I would produce would be those that not only would I personally want to see, but what I think my audience or the viewing public would want to see as well. So, and it's not for the money, or not for really a cash grab, if that makes any sense. Sorry, that was kind of a little bit, that bit was a little bit rambling, but yeah. Question number 15. Who is your favourite actor of all time? It's Robert De Niro, man. I mean, the guy is a legend, and I really, really love his style of method acting, especially for I especially admire what he did. I especially admire what he did to portray Jake LaMotta in Raging Bull, in that he had to gain like 300 in that he had to put on weight, in that he had to put on weight in order to prepare himself for his performance as kind of the middle-aged Jake LaMotta, especially right towards the end of that film. And I always thought that was sort of really, really impressive for him to do that. So, yeah. Favourite actor of all time for me is Robert De Niro. Question number 16. Who is your favourite actress of all time? If I have to pick one, the only person that really sticks to mind is Meryl Streep, really. I mean, like Robert De Niro, she is an acting legend. What more need I say more about that? Question number 17. Who is your favourite director of all time? Long story short, it's obviously the master of suspense himself, Alfred Hitchcock. Question number 18. What is your favourite colour? It is the same colour as the walls of my bedroom. It is green. And the 19th and final question I'm going to answer in this part of the TMI Tag video is, do you like loud music or soft music? To me, it sort of depends on the given situation. I mean, I don't mind really listening to I don't really mind listening to both, as long as the former doesn't, make me deaf, doesn't result in making me deaf most of the time. So to answer this question, it depends. It depends given the situation, and I honestly don't really mind listening to both, really. So, that is that for the first part of this TMI Tag video. Please stay tuned for part 2 which I'm going to be uploading onto this channel quite shortly. Do take care, everyone, and good night.